Hello, everyone, and welcome to Ken Sundstrom Field at the Cardinals Sports Complex for CTN's live coverage of high school baseball. It's a Northwest Suburban Conference showdown as the Cardinals welcome the conference-leading Maple Grove Crimson. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro behind home plate for tonight's game, and this is a tough challenge for a team that has really been struggling.
It really is. I mean, you're playing not maybe the best, if not the best team in this conference. So they come in at 12-2, does Maple Grove, hitting over 307, a 1.56 team ERA. They're very difficult to score on. They will score on you. Cardinals are going to have their best game here this afternoon if they want to have a chance of getting a W.
Yeah, they scored just under 7 runs per game, riding a 7-game win streak, includes 4 games in which they have put up double digits. Coon Rapids, meanwhile, losers 7 of the last 8 games, and they have given up double digits in 4 of those 7 losses.
Yeah, they're coming in hitting just a little bit over 200 as a team and giving an earned run of a little more than 4 runs per game. So they're going to be tested here. There's no doubt.
There's a look at the lineup for the Maple Grove Crimson. Third baseman Tanner Albeck will lead things off, followed by Cameron Elder. The right fielder Chayton Fisher hitting third, and the first baseman Hunter Gerber in the cleanup spot. Mason South, the catcher, hitting fifth. The pitcher Mason McMahon in the number 6 spot. Jacob Kilzer, Brian O'Dwyer, and Zane Vitens round out the order. Logan Ness getting the start for the Cardinals. Ground ball to Zach White, and that throw way over the head of Patrick Wright. And the Cardinals open it up with an error, and that has been a big problem for this team throughout the season. Just not playing sharp defensively. And that was a very routine one hop to White, and he just airmailed it over Wright. The look at the defense for the Cardinals: Powell, McCullough, and Lee in the outfield. Patrick Wright and Zach Novak on the right side. Mark Manders at short. Zach White at third. Jaden Kopp behind the plate for Logan Ness.
Cameron Elder hitting 345 as he steps to the plate. We talked about this Maple Grove team, just the high-hitting team, over 300 as an average. They'll make you pay when they get base runners, as they look to do here early in the first.
Well, and Ness has thrown really well, probably the Cardinals' most consistent pitcher to this point in the season. Just a sophomore. He's had his struggles, as all of the pitching staff has. But he's getting the start here tonight against a very tough Maple Grove team. He will be tested for sure, especially after the leadoff guy gets on by a walk, blows the fastball past Elder there. A little half swing, but couldn't catch up, and it's 2-2.
Ness comes in with a 1-2 record, Joe, with a 4.94 earned run average. So he's definitely one of the better arms on this team.
This one grounded back to Ness. Looks the runner back to second. Throws over a little wide, but close enough that Wright can get the out. A well-played ball by Logan Ness, fielding his position.
Yeah, and this is making sure that the base runner does not advance. He did what he needed to do, looked him back to the bag, and then the quick throw over to the bag at first for out number 1.
Another look at it, pretty easy. Smartly looks the runner back. The throw a little wide, but first pitch to Chayton Fisher, grounded to second. Easily from Novak to right for out number 2. Albeck moves over to third base with 2 away.
The Cardinals looking to get out of this first inning after that error on Zach White. Allowed the runner to reach first on what you mentioned just should have been a routine ground ball out.
First baseman Hunter Gerber digs in. Pitch is in there for a called strike, 0-1.
Gerber hitting 293 as he steps to the plate.
Missed out off the outside edge, evens the count, 1-1. Ness trying to strand the runner at third base. Comes inside, 2-1.
Yeah, again, trying to throw that fastball in the inside portion of the plate, but just a little bit too much inside, and Gerber had to take a bit of a step back.
Off-speed pitch, belted right back through the middle. RBI single for Hunter Gerber. Maple Grove on the board.
Now that Eris came back to hurt them as the Crimson able to score the first run of this baseball game.
A no doubt single for Hunter Gerber, and now the catcher Mason South trying to keep the inning going. Looks at a pitch outside, 1-0.
South having a good season at the plate, hitting .349.
Fastball high, 2-0. Yeah, we saw the last game that we broadcast, saw Logan come in relief and throw five pretty strong innings in that contest. Also had a home run, his first hit of the season, a round trip. But a game that the Cardinals came up very short against Champlin Park. South taking all the way, looks at a fastball at the knees, 3-1.
That single by Gerber was run driven in was his 10th of the season.
That was ball 4, skipped to the backstop. Gerber over to second base. The inning continues. We're going to see a courtesy runner at first for South.
That's Cole Newell over at the bag as the courtesy runner.
So 2 on, 2 out, and the pitcher Mason McMahon will dig in, an opportunity to help his own cause here in the top of the first inning.
Well, this will be his first at bat of the season. He's coming off some knee issues, looking to see if he can, as you mentioned, help his own cause here with 2 away and runners at first and second.
Up and in, 1-0. Fastball gets him swinging, evens the count at 1-1. That's working pretty quickly, even with a couple of runners on base. Back to the fastball, but misses down and away. Falls behind in the count, 2-1. Up high with the fastball. McMahon couldn't check the swing, and it's 2-2.
Well, this would be a huge out for Ness.
This one fouled off, out of play. We'll try again at 2-2. Goes down and gets that one. That would most likely have been ball 3, but McMahon protecting the plate. Stays alive at 2-2. This one hit well toward the gap in right center. Gerber is going to turn, come home to score. They're going to send Newell as well. Checking in with a stand-up 2-run double is Mason McMahon. It's a 3-0 lead for Maple Grove here in the top of the first. And Matt Mossy out to talk to his pitcher.
Really a nice way for McMahon to start his first at bat of the season after coming back from injury. He's obviously starting on the mound here this afternoon, but an opportunity for him to hit the plate. Gets that 2-run double. And brings, as you mentioned, head coach Matt Mossy out for a visit.
Well, and for a team like Coon Rapids that has struggled offensively, hate to see them fall into a big hole early. We saw that again in our last game that we broadcast. Fell behind in that contest 8-0 after the first 2 innings. They were down 6-0 midway through the first. And you're looking at 3 runs across, all unearned. Fastball low, but Kilzer swings through, and Ness gets ahead in the count 0-1.
Yeah, Kilzer comes in hitting .261 on the season, looking to keep this inning going.
Off speed pitch froze him, and Ness ahead in the count 0-2.
I hit him.
That one
hit
foul
him.
Ball? Oh.
He said he hit him on the hand.
Well, now I disagree with that. If you're going to call it a foul ball, but then unless he could see a mark on the batter's hand.
It looked like he showed him a mark on his hand.
But that is going to be
take
called.
Another look at that.
But if he's swinging, he's definitely not swinging, and that definitely hit his hand.
Yep.
So, and I think Coach Mossy out to ask. I mean, if it's swollen, red, you can. If there's evidence that it was hit, it hit his hands. That I think that's what the discussion is there. But a hit by pitch. We'll put 2 on, still 2 away. 8th batter of the inning, shortstop Brian O'Dwyer. Looks at a pitch for a strike, 0-1. Three runs already across on 2 hits. There was 1 error, 1 walk, and 1 hit batter for Logan Ness.
Dwyer hitting .172 on this season. It's a good opportunity here for Logan Ness to get out of this inning.
Curveball gets past White at third. They're going to send McMahon. He will come home to score. It's an RBI single for Brian O'Dwyer, and it is a 4-0 lead for Maple Grove here in the top of the first.
Again, just a nice piece of hitting as that is hit between third and short.
And good speed from McMahon.
Yep.
Will come home without a play at the plate. And that'll bring up the second baseman, Zane Vitens. 9th hitter of the inning. Breaking pitch is in there to even the count, 1-1. Now one chop foul. Vitens kind of climbed the ladder for that one and still got on top of it. And that's another opportunity to try and get out of this inning, and it's been a long one.
It really has. He really needs to get out of this inning.
This one chopped back up the middle. Manders Fields throws for out number 3, but 4 runs across in the top of the first for the Maple Grove Crimson. We go to the bottom half. Cardinals look to answer. You're watching live high school baseball on CTN. Back at the ballpark, Maple Grove putting 4 across, all unearned, as the Cardinals committed error on the very first batter of the inning. 9 guys go to the plate, 4 come across. They left 2 stranded. And the Cardinals, as they have far too often this season, find themselves with a big hole to try and dig out of.
Yeah, and we talked about it on Sports Night last night. They're not built this way. They're not built to come from behind. They're built to, hopefully get a lead and try and play with it. But in the meantime, this is the situation that they're in, and they're going to have to come up and try and chip away at this for a lead here early on.
Mark Manders will lead things off for the Cardinals, followed by the catcher Jaden Kopp. Zach White hitting third. And the first baseman, Captain Patrick Wright, in the cleanup spot. Zach Novak hitting fourth, with Tommy Dutton DHing and hitting in the number 6 spot. Sammy Lee, Logan Ness, and Jacob Powell round out the order for head coach Matt Mossy.
Aiden McMahon on the mound for the Maple Grove comes in with a 1-0 record. He's pitched 5 innings, given up 2 hits, struck out 6, not given up an earned run.
Starts Manders with a strike, 0-1.
Manders.
And a pretty curveball, but it stays inside, 1-1.
Manders hitting .326 on the season.
He's got some serious movement on that breaking pitch. Goes back to the fastball, it's up and in, 2-1. McMahon able to help his own cause, drove in a couple with a double. And he starts dealing strong. The fastball past Manders evens it up, 2-2. But as a pitcher, you always like to have a 4-run lead the first time you step on the mound. And
yeah,
fools him with the curveball and gets a strikeout to start the inning. Defense behind McMahon. Chayton Fisher in right, Jacob Kilzer in center, and Cameron Elder in left field. Hunter Gerber and Zane Vitens on the right side of the infield. O'Dwyer is at short with Albeck at the corner. Mason South is behind the plate for Aiden McMahon. And he quickly gets himself ahead, and they count 0-2 to Cardinal catcher Jaden Kopp.
McMahon looking to give Crimson quick innings in the field.
And a 3-pitch strikeout, back-to-back Ks to start the outing for Aiden McMahon. He just stayed on the gas to Kopp. You saw how late Kopp was on that last strike. White looks at a breaking pitch that falls low, 1-0.
White hitting .188 on the season.
Skies this one to short left field, drifting into foul territory. Long run for Elder, and he's not able to make the catch. 1-1. Covered a lot of ground. That ball way up, hung up there quite a while. Gave him that opportunity to get there, but not able to make the catch. And Zach White has new life at the plate. 1-1, 2 out, nobody on here in the bottom of the first inning. Goes back to that off-speed pitch. It dies down and away, 2-1.
Yeah, that pitch is falling off a little bit. White did a good job making sure he didn't swing at it.
Now a fastball high, 3-1. Look for the challenge fastball right here. There it is, and White fouls it off. Out in front of it just a bit. And the count is full. Curveball fouled back out of play. And White digging into battle with 2 away here in the bottom of the first. Another curveball. This one rolled to the left side, scooped up by O'Dwyer. The throw in time. And the Cardinals retired 1-2-3 in the first. We go to the second. Maple Grove 4, Coon Rapids 0, you're watching high school baseball live on CTN. It's gray and gloomy, but so far dry. The clouds moving in from behind home plate, perhaps holding a little precipitation. But at this point, staying dry, and we're playing. Logan Ness has to be able to shake off a difficult first inning. Should have been out of that inning in 3 batters and having thrown like 8 pitches.
However,
but because of the error, ended up facing 9 men in that first inning, giving up 4 runs, all unearned. This one chopped, and it will be foul in front of third base. Tanner Albeck grounded one that should have been a routine play to third, and ended up reaching on an error and later scoring. Now behind in the count, 0-2. Fastball is inside. But Ness, 34 pitches in the first inning. Far more than you ever want to see. He throws a fastball there, and Albeck watches it for strike 3. That's the first strikeout of the game for Logan Ness.
Yeah, and he needed something good like that to happen, just to get his head back in the game. And after having a rough first inning.
Good looking pitch. Little bit of break back to the right, back toward the right-handed hitter. A little bit of a two-seamer. This one inside to Cameron Elder. Elder grounded out back to the mound in the first. This one on a couple of hops to short. Manders to right, took him off the bag, but he's able to make the tag, and Elder took it hard.
He wasn't happy about that.
Not where you want to be tagged.
No. And that certainly wasn't purposeful. Yeah. That's,
2 quick outs here in the top of the second inning. Chayton Fisher grounded out at first pitch he saw. Ground ball to second base. Looks a pitch high and outside. That one skips and catches our umpire, and he may need a second. It's 2-0.
Take a deep breath.
Well, Chayton played Miller ball with my son Aaron a couple of summers ago, and in my opinion had one of the best hairdos at the state high school hockey tournament.
That's what you were
last
saying.
year.
Yep.
Essentially had the whole top of his head shaved, but had the back flowing.
The backflow.
And he takes a 4-pitch walk. Second walk issued by Logan Ness early in this outing. And it keeps this inning alive for Hunter Gerber. The first baseman had an RBI single in that first inning. That started the scoring. Takes a big swing at the high heat. Comes up empty, 0-1. Ness fires a fastball by him again, and ahead in the count 0-2.
Yeah, a couple back-to-back pitches, a lot of velocity on them.
Way ahead, we'll see what he does here. Trying to tempt him with something down out of the zone. Gerber not biting this time, 1-2. Off-speed pitch gets him swinging, and a second strikeout in the inning. And a relatively quick top of the second still. 4-0 Maple Grove as we go to the bottom of inning number 2 on CTN.
Wash hands now. Wash hands now. Wash hands now. Wash hands now. Hand washing is one of the best ways to stay healthy all year long.
Owen, when you came into my life, it was a whirlwind.
I just can't do it.
We didn't know what the future would hold, but we knew you would always be a part of it. Adopting you was the best decision in our life. And I am so proud to call you my son.
The whole chapter on Young.
Even exciting ball games can't fully capture the attention of some.
Are you talking about me?
He's got a game going of his own.
Yep.
Certainly that young man looks like he wants to be a catcher. Can't say I blame him. Always get to be a part of the action
Yes.
when you're behind the plate. Patrick Wright, Zach Novak, and Tommy Dutton, the scheduled hitters for Coon Rapids here in the bottom of the second inning. Aiden McMahon, a great start at back-to-back strikeouts, and then a relatively routine ground ball to short.
Right, hitting 182 as he steps to the plate.
And we've seen early on McMahon has a solid fastball, but a curveball that has a whole lot of movement in it. That one skipped all the way to the backstop. Evens the count 1-1 as the sun peeks through the clouds behind us.
Wind's blowing out.
2-1 pitch, fastball gets him swinging right. Can't find the barrel, and it's 2-2. Wisely lays off the breaking pitch down and away. Count is full. Right, got a piece of that one. We'll try again with a full count.
Able to keep, protect the plate, keep his bat alive.
This one hit softly on a line on the left side. Albeck charges, makes the catch for out number 1. That'll bring up the second baseman, Zach Novak.
Novak hitting .500. Has 10 at-bats, 5 hits.
First pitch hit high to left center, drops between Elder and Kilzer, and he will coast in with a 1-out double.
He's hit the ball well since he's got the opportunity to get in the lineup. That's his 3rd double of the season.
Jumped on the first pitch he saw, got under it a little bit. It was hanging up there. I thought maybe was going to be up enough for Kilzer to get under it, but it drops in front of him. And Novak in with a double. That'll bring up designated hitter Tommy Dutton, backs away from a fastball inside, 1-0.
Tommy hitting 158 as he steps to the plate. Like, good opportunity for him to get his back going here with a runner at second.
Follows this to the backstop. It's 1-1. Waited on the curveball, but pushes it foul. Showed good patience as that one, he waited for it to break, just waited a little too long, and it's foul wide of first. And now a 1-2 pitch in there for a strike, and Dutton, the 3rd strikeout victim of the afternoon for McMahon.
Nice pitch there, able to get the first out of the inning.
That'll bring up the left fielder, Sammy Lee.
Lee looking for his first hit of the season.
Well, he's not, I don't think he's seen a lot of varsity time yet, but that is kind of what this team has been struggling with. They came in with not a lot of experience. They've got a lot of younger guys that have, they've been working in and out of the order. You mentioned Zach Novak. He kind of broke in to the lineup just a couple of weeks ago,
yep.
And he has cemented his position in the lineup by hitting well at the varsity level. Lee hoping to do the same. Waits on the curveball, bounces one to third. The throw in time, a great stretch by Gerber at the bag to record the out. Cardinals get a hit, but leave a man stranded. We go to the 3rd. It's Maple Grove 4, Coon Rapids 0. You're watching high school baseball live on CTF.
Did you know you can raise backyard chickens? But a permit is required, and there's a limit of 4 female chickens per property. No roosters or other fowl are allowed. And there are specific rules for the chicken coop and run. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
I used to drive an ambulance as an EMT, and I've always tried to be a safe driver. If people knew what I know, lives could be saved. In my car, if I see a truck or bus taking a turn, I know to take my time. When big vehicles turn right, they may swing wide to make the turn. If you try to sneak in, well, it's a lesson you'd rather not learn the hard way. When trucks and buses turn, let's you and I wait. It's our roads, it's our safety.
Back at Ken Sundstrom Field, the sun coming out here at the complex and shining down on this battle between Northwest suburban rivals.
I'll put the shades on while I have them, while I can use them.
Crimson, a 4-run first inning. Ness has thrown solidly, all 4 runs unearned. But a couple of guys able to square the ball up pretty solidly in that first inning. Mason South leading things off here in the 3rd. He walked in his first at bat in that first inning. Fastball inside, 2-0.
Yeah, moving him back off a little bit of the plate, kind of looking down at his coach.
And then missing outside, 3-0. And this is where South was first time up. He crushes it on a 3-0 pitch deep to center. Going back and making the catch is Colin McCullough.
Yeah, he gave that pitch a ride, and it's 398 to straightaway center, and McCullough just caught it a little bit before the fence.
Well, and this is probably ball 4. It was up high.
Yeah, it was.
And South went up, chased it up the ladder, but got a good piece of it and thumped it out to center. McCullough able to get there, make the catch for out number 1.
Well, he's a big young man, able to give that ball a pretty good ride.
And now the pitcher, Mason McMahon, a 2-run double his first time up. Takes a fastball inside, 1-0. This one hit high to center, backing off McCullough. And he is there for out number 2.
Colin getting a little bit of work out there in center field this top of the 3rd.
And 2 pretty quick outs for Logan Ness and the Cardinals. It'll bring up center fielder Jacob Kilzer, hit by a pitch in the first inning. Looks at a fastball low, 1-0. And now inside, 2-0.
Got him to jump back on that pitch. Got to be thinking a little bit now after being hit the first at bat.
Yeah, took it off the back of his hand.
Yep.
That fastball inside is 3-0. Up and in, ball 4, a 4-pitch walk. And we talked about it the last time we watched Logan pitch. You know, he has been strong. The one thing he has struggled with is a few too many walks.
Yep.
That's his 3rd here in this ball game. And it'll bring up Brian O'Dwyer. O'Dwyer, an RBI single in that first inning.
Yeah, he's given up 14 base on balls in 17 innings pitched.
Jumps ahead of O'Dwyer 0-2. Back-to-back called strikes on the fastball. Way up high, pretty easy take for O'Dwyer. You're not going to get him swinging at that one.
You're not swinging that pitch. At least you shouldn't be.
No, I have seen.
I've
seen
people
it happen.
I have too.
1-2, the fastball in for strike 3. And a good finish to the inning for Logan Ness. Gives up the walk, but no damage. It's 4-0 midway through the 3rd on CTN.
I'm a first-generation Filipino American. You don't always feel you're a part of the country you live in. It's this weird middle space sometimes that you have to live inside of. But when you meet others that are also living in that space, you'll learn to know that that is its own unique space too.
Did you know? City code prohibits outdoor storage of things like building materials, auto parts, household items, scrap metal, garbage, and more. Thank you for helping our city look its best. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
It's the dog days of summer at the ballpark. It's always nice when you can bring a friend to watch the game.
That's why you and I came together.
Logan Ness leading off here in the third for the Cardinals. An opportunity to try and help his own cause. Maybe take out a little frustrations as well, as he has looked good the last couple of, really he's looked good all game. But unfortunate error on the very first batter allowed that first inning to go a lot longer than it should have. Oof, that's a good looking bender right there.
It really was.
And Ness frozen, falls behind in the count 1-2.
Logan looking to get his back going, hitting 0-7-1 as he steps to the plate.
But when he hits it on CTN, it goes long.
Yes, it does.
Swings at a pitch in the dirt, comes up empty. South throws down to Gerber to complete the strikeout. That is strikeout number 4 of the game for Austin McMahon, or Aiden McMahon, rather.
It's his brother you're thinking of.
That'll bring up Jacob Powell, hitting in the number 9 spot for the Cardinals. Four strikeouts through 8 batters. A pretty solid start for Aiden McMahon.
Powell also batting under 100 at .87. Number of Cardinals looking to raise their average as the season continues along. They're trying to be successful at the plate. It hasn't been so successful for them so far this season. They haven't hit the ball as well as they would have liked.
Pitch down in the dirt, it's 2-1. And now 3-1. I don't know how they say they called him on a strike, but and that didn't even come off his shoulder. But as the batter, you can't ask for a second opinion from the base ump. Home ump makes that call. That pitch is inside. That's ball 4. First walk issued by McMahon. So with 1 out, Powell will take his spot at first. And that'll bring up Mark Manders. Manders, a strikeout victim in the first. Looks at a pitch up high, 1-0.
Yeah, he's a leader in the average department coming into this game. He and Kopp at 326 before this game started. So you've got the right player at the plate. You just want to be able to see if he can produce runs.
And Kopp on deck. Strikeout victim in 3 pitches back in the first inning. Curveball misses low, 2-1. Called strike on the letter high fastball, 2-2. Runner is going. Pitch is a called third strike. Sliding in safely is Powell at second. Went to that curveball, caught the inside edge. Stolen base by Powell will get a runner in a scoring position for Kopp, but now 2 away.
That's Powell's 6th stolen base of the season. And then you got your other, we talked about your other leading average for hits on this squad in Kopp coming to the plate. Now with a runner in scoring position to see if he can move him along.
Fouled that one out of play, and that evens the count, 1-1. This one hit on a line to left field. Powell will turn. He'll come in to score easily. Kopp, an RBI single, gets Coon Rapids on the board.
That's exactly what the Cardinals needed to get a run. Just chip away at this 4-0 lead, now 4-1. That's RBI number 9 on the season.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9. Adam Powell going to be running over at first as the courtesy runner for Jaden Kopp.
And don't be surprised if you see Adam being aggressive on the base paths as well. Zach White digging in with 2 out and a runner at first.
He has 6 stolen bases.
Hit him. Clipped him.
Yeah.
And that'll bring Patrick Wright up, trying to do some damage with 2 away. There you see it, just getting a little bit of the jersey / stomach, elbow. This one ripped foul past Mossy at first, or at third.
Mossy had to move quickly on that one. That came right at him as a shot off the bat of Patrick Wright.
Wright, a soft line drive to third base, first time up. This one, a curveball in the dirt. Skips away, both runners advance on the wild pitch, so 2 in scoring position with 2 down and a 1-1 count now to Patrick Wright.
Cardinals looking to try and cut into this lead here with 2 away. Great opportunity for Patrick Wright.
Fastball misses high, 2-1.
Nice pitch.
Not sure where that missed, but just outside, I'm assuming. 3-1 now to Patrick Wright.
Well, he's got to make him come to him here on this pitch.
Foul back and will get out of play, and it'll be a full count. Curveball in for a called strike. 3rd strikeout of the inning, 6th of the ball game for Aiden McMahon. Coon Rapids gets 1 across, but leave 2 stranded in scoring position. They trail 4-1 as we go to the 4th on CTN.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Wash, washy, wash, washy, wash, wash your hands. Scrub them while you sing this song. Wash, washy, wash, washy, wash, wash. Rub your hands and fingers and the places in between. Using soap and water makes your hands so clean. Wash your hands. Great job, you're almost done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now dry.
Wash your hands for 20 seconds, just like Elmo.
Coon Rapids able to get 1 back in the home half of the 3rd inning, but trying to limit a very strong Maple Grove offense here that got 4 in the 1st inning. Number 9 hitter Zane Vitens will lead things off. A ground ball his first time up. Backs away from a fastball inside and 1-0.
Man, the Cardinals last inning threatened to get a little bit more. They had runners at 2nd and 3rd with a couple out, but they just they couldn't get any more run production than the 1.
Ness misses low, 2-0. Inside 3-0. And a 4-pitch walk. We'll have the leadoff man aboard for Maple Grove as we go back to the top of the order.
Not the way Logan wanted to start this inning. Giving up a 4-pitch walk as Kopp's going to take a jaunt out to the mound and talk a little strategy here on they want to throw to Albeck.
Albeck 0 for 2, reached on an error and scored in that first inning. Punched out in the second. Now with a runner at first and no outs here in the fourth. Looks at a fastball for a strike, 0-1. Chasing a high fastball that time.
Yeah, he realized it after he swung. Kind of looked up, but should have held off.
That one popped up and will just barely get out of play behind home plate. We'll try again at 0-2. Fastball high as they're keeping an eye on Vitens down at first base. Good little slide step.
Yep.
Delivery, and he definitely went that time, and that is strike 3 and a big first out for Logan Ness. Second time he struck out Albeck. 4th strikeout in the game for Ness. Bring up Cameron Elder, 0 for 2 with a pair of ground balls. 1 to the mound, 1 to short. Pitch just misses high, 1-0. Did not miss by much.
It did not. Hard pitch to
2-0
to hold back with, but
and now outside 3-0. Started the inning with a 4-pitch walk to Vitens, then a strikeout of Albeck, and now behind in the count 3-0 to Cameron Elder. Elder taking that all the way, and it's in for a strike.
Let's go. He's still got to come at you.
Up high, ball 4. We'll put 2 runners on with only 1 out here. And the meat of the order coming up for Maple Grove.
I know you were about to say Champlain Park, but these Crimson played Champlain Park just recently, and it was scoreless until the 8th inning where Maple Grove put up 8. And Champlain came back. I'm sorry, picked 6, and then Champlain came back to put up 5 in the bottom of the 8th, but they ended up holding on for a 6-5 win.
Called strike on the outside edge. Chayton Fisher 0 for 1, walk and a ground out. That pitch just misses 1-2.
Yeah, trying to see if he can get him to chase something on the outside portion of the plate.
Dug down for that one, gets a piece, stays alive. 1-2 once more. This one hit high and deep to left center. Long run, nobody's going to catch it, and that is a 3-run home run for Chayton Fisher off the face of the scoreboard.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was going to fall before that, but yeah, it went right off the scoreboard for a 3-run shot. That's huge.
Coon Rapids gets one back. And Maple Grove responds. And we talk about it, you know, walks can come back to hurt you. And they do this time with a 3-run home run by Chayton Fisher. That'll bring up Hunter Gerber. Gerber 1 for 2. Singled and scored in that 4-run first inning.
That was Fisher's first home run of the season.
This one chopped to short. Manders fields, throws for out number 2. A 7-1 lead now for the Crimson. The top of the 4th inning. Mason South looking for his first hit, a walk and a fly out. Fastball in, 1-0. Inside again, 2-0. Up and in, 3-0. And now Ness in danger of giving up his 3rd walk of the inning.
Yeah, he certainly does not want to do that here in this situation. Already down 7-1, 2 away.
Well, South, again, his last at bat, it was a 3-0 pitch. He went up after a pitch much like that one. Was up out of the zone a bit, but he hit it really hard to center field. This one softly behind short will drop in for a 2-out single.
And more importantly for the Crimson, keeps this inning going, as Coach Mossie's going to take a walk out to the mound again.
Newell will come in as the courtesy runner for the catcher again.
That was one check. I knew exactly where it was.
Cards are going to make a change. Nick Bradley.
With that, we will step away as they bring in Bradley to take over with 2 out and a runner at first base. Maple Grove leading Coon Rapids 7-1. More of the 4th inning after this on CTN.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right, because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign, not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a 4th ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Maple Grove taking advantage of an early error by the Cardinals. Put 4 runs across in the top of the 1st inning, and they have not looked back since. Coon Rapids able to get a run back in the bottom of the 3rd, but Maple Grove answers quickly. A 3-run home run by Chayton Fisher has them with a 7-1 lead. And now Nick Bradley coming on in relief with a runner at first and 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. And the Maple Grove pitcher, Mason McMahon, will come in. 1 for 2 at a 2-run double in that 4-run first inning. That first pitch is wide, gets away from Kopp all the way to the backstop. Courtesy runner Newell easily trots over to second base.
Nick comes in with a 2-4 record. He's pitched 29 innings, given up 37 hits, 30 runs, 17 of them earned, 4.10 earned run average, 16 walks and 24 strikeouts in those 29 innings pitched.
Up high 2-0. And now 3-0. Bradley having a little difficulty finding the zone against his first batter. 4-pitch walk for McMahon. Put 2 on with 2 out.
Well, certainly not the way he wanted to start this inning.
Jacob Kilzer comes in with a hit by pitch and a walk.
Luke Schneider running over at first as the courtesy runner for the Crimson.
Called strike to Kilzer. This one foul out of play, 0-2. Curveball in, called third strike. And that will end the inning. But a 3-run home run has Maple Grove sitting pretty up 7-1 as we go to the bottom of the fourth on CTN.
As the world faces the challenges of the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, Lions recognize that kindness matters now more than ever. And Lions and Leos are finding ways to continue to serve our communities. For more than 100 years, in times of need, Lions always find a way to help those around them. And after we emerge from this, we will be stronger than ever. Visit lionsclubs.org to learn more.
I was the lead gunner of the convoy that we had. While I was suppressing fire, I felt a flick on my upper biceps area. Right after my recovery, I had to find myself again and see what else I could do to continue my selfless service. Having an organization like the Coalition to Salute America's Heroes, putting me back into working with wounded troops helped me to process my injury. I'm Sergeant Mary Herrera, and my alive date was November 8th, 2003.
For more information, visit saluteheroes.org.
The Cardinals were a hit away from making this a 1-run game in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Had 2 runners in scoring position. But Aiden McMahon came up with a big called third strike to end that threat. And then he gets a little more run support in the top of the 4th, and now a 7-1 lead for the visiting Crimson. Zach Novak, a double in his first at bat.
Yeah, he's been hit really well since he's been in the lineup, as we talked about a little earlier.
One of just 2 hits in the ballgame for the Cardinals. The other, the RBI single by Jaden Kopp in the bottom of the 3rd. McMahon missing low. It's 3-1.
Oh, nice pitch.
Foul and out of play, full count. McMahon with 6 strikeouts, just 1 walk through 3 innings.
That's impressive.
Novak fouls another one out of play.
Again, that pitch maybe a little bit high, but just making sure he got a little contact to protect his at bat.
Curveball misses outside, a leadoff walk. And a good at bat for Zach Novak.
Again, another opportunity for the Cardinals to see if they can cut into this 7-1 lead that the Maple Grove Crimson have here in the bottom of the 4th.
DH Tommy Dutton, strikeout victim first time up, fouls this one. It'll get out of play over beyond the Maple Grove dugout. Blows the fastball by him, and McMahon ahead in the count 0-2.
Yeah, good spot for McMahon here after giving up the walk.
And he comes right back with a 3-pitch strikeout. 7th strikeout for McMahon. Striking out almost every other batter. 7 strikeouts through 15 batters that he's faced.
That's impressive for a young man coming back in after a bit of an injury and getting the opportunity to get back here and pitch a pretty good outing so far.
Sammy Lee is sinking bloop to right field. Drops in for a single. 2 on with 1 out for Coon Rapids here in the bottom of the 4th.
And just the third hit of the day for the Cardinals. They got a little something cooking with runners at first and second, just 1 away.
Nick Bradley will come in. His first at bat after coming on in relief in the top of the inning. Fastball up and in, 1-0. It's a good-looking breaking pitch, and Bradley comes up empty with the swing.
Looks like
1-1.
This is the first at bat of the season for Nick.
Game paused for a home run ball coming in from the JV field. Unfortunately, I see white jerseys in the outfield over there, so visiting team with a home run there. This one straight up the elevator shaft in the infield. It's going to fall, but that is infield fly, so he is out. But looked like the 10s called McMahon off of it. It was a long run from second base.
Really was.
Infield fly called.
Well, that's a big out because now the second out of the inning.
Bring up Jacob Powell. He walked and scored the only run thus far for Coon Rapids. Fastball in for a strike, 0-1.
Cal Thorson throwing in the bullpen for the Crimson.
Curveball misses low, evens the count. This one hit well to center. Going back is Kilzer. He is there for the catch. And the Cardinals get a couple on, but leave them stranded. It's Maple Grove 7, Coon Rapids 1 as we head to the 5th on CTN.
properties are required to have garbage and recycling service with a licensed hauler? On collection day, place your carts 2 feet behind the curb. Collection containers should not be placed in the street. And don't forget, containers are not allowed at the curb on non-collection days. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
When I got the opportunity to get her, there wasn't no choice. I told myself, I'm gonna take custody of my daughter. It's my baby. That's what we're supposed to do as men. Take care of our home, build a foundation, you know what I'm saying? Love, our money, she's my purpose. I'm here to walk with her, hold her hand until she can walk alone. Ain't nothing like being a father in this world.
Maple Grove took a big lead in the top of the first inning with 4 runs, a 3-run home run in the fourth. Has them out ahead 7-1 as we start the fifth here. Brian O'Dwyer, the only Crimson batter not to get to the plate in the fourth inning, will lead off the fifth. Nick Bradley came in relief. Walked the first man he faced, and then a 4-pitch walk followed by a 3-pitch strikeout. First pitch to O'Dwyer, down and in, 1-0, but then finds the knees to even the count. Breaking pitch, breaks early, hits the dirt in front of the plate, goes all the way to the backstop, 2-1. And now inside, 3-1.
Yeah, to turn his back a little bit there to make sure it didn't hit him.
Come on, Brian, let's go.
Up and in, ball 4. Leadoff man on base by a walk. Second issued by Bradley. Seventh by a Cardinal pitcher. Zane Vitens is the second baseman. He digs in. He walked and scored in the fourth.
Well, the Crimson trying to increase this 7-1 lead here.
This one gets past Manders at short. Kind of a hot shot, bounced just in front of him. Gets by, and there's 2 on with nobody out. They are going to rule that one an error.
That'll be the second error of the afternoon for Coon Rapids.
Back to the top of the order for Maple Grove. Tanner Albeck, 0 for 3, reached on an error and has struck out twice since. His first time seeing Bradley. He looks at a fastball at the letters, 0-1. Puts down a brilliant bunt. He's out at first, but a perfect sacrifice moves 2 into scoring position.
You know, and that's the way you want to do it. You want to move those runners along, and you know that's just the first out of the inning, and now you have an opportunity. A base hit's going to add 2 more runs to your total.
It'll bring up Cameron Elder. He's 0 for 2, walked and scored in the fourth. Slider in for a strike, 0-1. This one fouled, not a play. Bradley ahead in the count 0-2.
Well, this is an important batter for Bradley here to get. A second out in this situation would be huge for the Cardinals.
Curveball foul. Elder will get another look at an 0-2 pitch from Nick Bradley. Fastball high.
A little bit.
1-2. Swung on and missed. As you mentioned, a big second out for Bradley and the Cardinals. And now Chayton Fisher.
They're going to walk him.
That'll load the bases. Fisher hit the 3-run home run in the 4th inning. And they're going to take the bat out of his hands. Take their chances with Hunter Gerber.
It gives him a force at any base.
Gerber 1 for 3, had an RBI single, scored a run in the 1st. Sweeping curveball in for a strike.
Very pretty pitch. Another one.
Picked up the tempo a little bit, right in at the belt. 0-2 now to Hunter Gerber. Hits this one back through the middle, scooped up by Manders. He takes care of it himself at second base for out number 3. Cardinals get out of a bit of a jam, still a big hole as they trail 7-1 going to the bottom of the 5th on CTS.
Did you know Coon Rapids has a city code regulating the height of your grass? Grass and weeds must be kept under 8 inches high. Thank you for helping our city look its best. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
I've been driving a truck for 40 years now. If people knew what I know, lives could be saved. Like that trucks can't stop quickly. It takes my 80,000-pound truck 200 yards to come to a complete stop. So I always do my best to give a lot of cushion. It helps when other drivers realize that and do the same. Please give trucks the space we need so we can all stay safe. It's our roads, it's our safety.
See the flag blowing out to center field. May have come into play with the Fisher home run in the top of the 4th. He bounced it off the face of the scoreboard. Get ready for the bottom half of the 5th. Coon Rapids needs to get the bats going.
We have a new pitcher, number 11, Cal Thorson.
And he will see the top of the order here in the bottom of the 5th. Mark Manders 0 for 2, pair of strikeouts. One swinging, one looking.
Thorson has pitched in a couple of games, only 3 innings in 2 games, giving up 1 hit, and that's it.
Taller, longer pitcher with a little bit different delivery, comes over the top. Threw one outside, then one up and in that went to the backstop. And inside again, 3-0. So Thorson having a little trouble finding the zone to start his relief inning. He will give up the 4-pitch walk to the leadoff man here in the 5th.
Yeah, granted, you have a healthy 6-run lead, but certainly not the way you want to start the inning, especially at the top of the order. You've got a speedy guy on first base. I mean, granted, you've got 6 runs to try and make up, but
Jaden Kopp 1 for 2, RBI single his last time up. And I'll be surprised if he swings before he sees a strike here from Thorson, who has missed the zone with 5 straight, and they've been in all kinds of different places. But that one right down the middle, and he did swing at it. He connected, and a line drive over O'Dwyer at short. And there's 2 on with nobody out here to start the 5th.
yeah, did a nice job turning on that pitch. O'Dwyer, as you mentioned, tried to sky a little bit to get up there, but no opportunity to make that play on the ball.
Just a good solid single. That's all you got to do, just over the infield.
That's right. Adam Powell back as a courtesy runner over at first now.
Zach White hit by a pitch last time up. This one skied wide of third, will stay in play. Well tracked by Albeck for out number 1.
Yeah, good job going over there and staying with the ball.
Bring up Patrick White. Right, 0 for 2 with a line out and a strikeout. 2 on, 1 out. Thorson delivers inside, 1-0. Fastball called to strike, and it's 1-1. Manders at second, Adam Powell at first. 1 out, and that breaking pitch really didn't break at all.
Did not.
Right, ducks away, 2-1. That time he got the pitch to bite in the right spot, 2-2. Fastball hit hard on a line right to O'Dwyer, and the hit and run was on. An easy, unassisted double play ends the inning. Wright got all of that one, but right at O'Dwyer, and no chance for the runners to try and retreat. Easily tags the bag for the unassisted double play. And we go to the 6th with Maple Grove leading 7-1.
How was school?
Music can help you express how you're feeling. When you can't find the language, find the lyrics.
Rapids got the first two guys on base to start the bottom half of the fifth inning, but a pop-up in foul territory followed by a line drive double play ball. And they still have that big hole they're trying to dig out of. Mason South will lead things off for Maple Grove here in the top of the sixth. It's 1 for 2 with a walk. Swung on and missed. Bradley came on in relief in the fourth inning. This is the 9th batter he has faced, so it's the first time that South has seen him. He has a little bit more variety in the pitches he throws than what Ness has in his arsenal. Saw South out in front of the curveball, got just a piece of it. It's 2-2. Curveball stays up and in, and it's a full count. And that one was behind him, goes all the way to the backstop. South a big turn out at first. But he gets on base for the third time in 4 plate appearances, and that means Newell will get another chance to run. He's at first with nobody out here in the top of the 6th inning. Mason McMahon was the pitcher to start the ball game. Stays in the order as the designated hitter.
Not a lot of hits in this ball game. Just 5 for Maple Grove, 4 for the Cardinals, but one big one for Maple Grove, a 3-run shot.
Well, and 2 errors for Coon Rapids have been, the first one especially was costly because all 4 first inning runs were unearned, but too many walks for Coon Rapids pitchers. Foul out of play. South at first base was the 9th walk issued by a Coon Rapids pitcher.
Way too many.
Or I suppose it's Newell, the courtesy runner, but
nonetheless,
that runner was the 9th. Pitch is down low, runner is going, and he is in safely.
Puts a runner in scoring position with nobody out.
And a 3-1 count to Mason McMahon. This one chopped, and it is a fair ball, went right over the bag at third. They'll send Newell. He'll come in and score. An RBI single for Mason McMahon makes it 8-1.
Another run added to the tally for the Crimson. Still nobody out. Runner at first.
They're going to put a pinch runner in for McMahon. So McMahon's day is done.
And Michael Ross.
Jacob Kilser at the plate. 0 for 1. Hit by pitch, a walk, and a strikeout. He looks at a fastball for a strike, 0-1. Bradley steps off and looks at Ross. He goes retreating back to the bag at first. Kilzer thought about it, held off, and drops low, 1-1. Fastball up and in, 2-1.
Work your count, one. Hey, your head, your head.
This one hit to second, goes right between the wickets on Novak. Lead runner is going to dig for third, and they've got the runner off the bag at first, and he is out. A little base running mistake by Kilzer.
Oh, he hurt himself too.
He is in some pain over at first.
Hate to see that.
Grabbing at his hand. That'll be the third error of the game charged to the Cardinals. Another look at it as he slid in, getting hung up on the base, I think.
Yeah, his shoulder. He's rubbing his shoulder. I don't know if he just.
Isn't that his hair?
Athletic trainer Jeremy Shepard here in attendance at the game, going into the Crimson dugout to see what he can do for Jacob Kilzer.
And now Brian O'Dwyer, 1 for 2 with a walk. Has a runner at third base, 1 out. Hit this one hard and deep to center. McCullough running back. He's not going to get there. It's going to roll to the wall. Runner scores easily from third. Sliding in safely at third base with an RBI triple is Brian O'Dwyer.
Yeah, I thought it was a little questionable. I didn't think he was going to make it, but.
Another look at it, the relay, and White had to reach out for it.
Just got in there.
Gets in safely, right call made. Vitens steps in, looks at a breaking pitch for a strike, 0-1. Reached on an error last time up. That pitch in the dirt, good stop by Kopp. Wasn't sure where it was, but it's close enough that O'Dwyer wouldn't dare to try and come home. Well, and how big was that out at first base? I mean, otherwise, you know, you've got the run at third base is that one's wide, goes to the backstop, and wild pitch will allow O'Dwyer to score and make it a 10-1 lead. And again, if they didn't have that out, now they would be up by 10.
Correct.
And an opportunity to end this one early if they can keep the Cardinals from scoring in the bottom half. But instead, they would need one more to get that, put that mercy rule into effect. But they're also just about to flip the order again, and the top of the order has certainly done its damage. Really, the middle of the order, you know, has the 5 and 6 hitters have accounted for 4 of their 10 runs. They've gotten at least 1 run from every spot in the batting order except the number 7 spot.
Coach Mossy going to take a walk.
And again, too many walks.
Yeah, way
too many walks,
9,
too many errors.
10 walks.
That's number 10.
Yep. Number 10.
Number 10. Such children.
We're easily amused.
Such children, and you give us microphones.
Oh, that's just the most wrong thing. It's like.
And 25 years later, someone is still questioning that decision. But they haven't taken them.
No.
They haven't taken them away.
We're still here after all these years, which is somewhat surprising in a way.
In many ways. Yeah. So top of the order here is they're going to leave Bradley out there. And again, you know, that the error was big. I mean, they ended up getting it out on the play. Runner is off, and he is in easily with a steal. He was gone before. I mean, there was no chance for Kopp to try and throw down, as Vitens was sliding by the time the ball got to him. Fastball in for a strike, evens the count 1-1. But now you have that run to in scoring position that would put him up by double digits. Pitch misses down and away, 2-1. Two hits, 2 walks, and an error in the inning. Just 1 out. This one rolled to short, scooped up by Manders. The throw in time for out number 2. Vitens moves over to third base on the play.
A big second out in the inning for the Cardinals if they're trying to prevent this 11th run to come across.
Cameron Elder 0 for 3. Did walk and score in the 4th inning. Fastball misses high. This one hit to right. It will drop in. An RBI single. It skipped away a little bit from Powell, but no chance for Elder to try and dig for another base. So that actually wasn't Elder.
No.
Did not notice the new batter until I saw number 4 running down. Jaden Fisher.
Devin Hombacher.
In.
Aren't you going to say, of course it is?
Who else would it be? Hombacher?
Hombacher.
It's a great name.
Yep.
Fisher had the big hit of the afternoon, a 3-run home run. He has walked twice, once intentionally. This one hit on the ground, right, able to knock it down, scoop it up, and tag the bag. But 3 runs come across, pushing it to an 11-1, or 4 runs come across, pushing it to an 11-1 lead. Coon Rapids needs to score or it'll be over. Bottom of the 6th next on CTN.
Any vehicles left outside on your property must be in operable condition and parked on an improved surface with current registration displayed. And repairing or dismantling vehicles outside is a violation of city code. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
Look at the fans over at the stadium. Track meet going on.
Yep.
It's a very busy afternoon here at the Cardinals Sports Complex.
It really is. You know, when Joe Young's here in attendance, the crowds usually are bigger. It's a pretty good sized crowd tonight. They heard you were coming. I mean, yeah.
Zach Novak will lead things off for the Cardinals. A double and a walk in his 2 plate appearances this afternoon. Cardinals need at least one to get this to a 7th inning. Big sweeping breaking pitch from Thorson. Misses down and away, 1-0.
Yeah, and Thorson certainly here would like just a quick inning, get out of here and get the win for his squad. Not that way.
Crimson looking to push their win streak to 8 straight. If they can do that, it would be 8 in a row, and they would have put up double digits for the 5th time in that streak. This one hit well to center. It is over the head of Kilzer. Novak with his 2nd double of the afternoon. This one a leadoff double.
You can't say enough good things about that young man. I mean, coming into the lineup and really hitting well. I mean, he was hitting 500 coming into the game.
Well, now 2 for 2 with a pair of doubles and a walk. And, Zach is a guy who earned his way into the varsity lineup during the for the hockey team during the winter season as well. And he will chase Thorson after Thorson faces just 5 batters in his relief stint. Crimson trying to close it out and avoid going to a 7th inning. We'll take a break. Be back with the rest of the 6th after this on CTN. So O'Dwyer will take over on the hill, try and close this one out. Inherits a runner at second base. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. If Coon Rapids can get that run across, we will play a 7th inning. Adam Powell getting his first at bat. Comes up empty on a big swing at the fastball.
And Kellen Riskadal will take over at short for the Crimson.
Riskadal?
Riskadal. Not risk it all.
But essentially that's what it is. This one popped up in foul territory. Waiting underneath it is Allbeck. He kind of tracked back right along the line for out number 1.
Big first out. Get that first out of the inning. Don't advance the runner.
It'll bring up left fielder Sammy Lee. 1 for 2. Coon Rapids just 4 hits in the ball game, and Zach Novak has 2 of them. Well behind the fastball, 0-1. Curveball misses low, 1-1.
Well, big opportunity for the youngster here at the plate, Sammy Lee, to try and keep this game going.
Sky to short center field. And that was just misplayed by Fisher. Gets over his head and drops in. Novak will move over to third base.
Yeah, that looked like it was going to be out number 2 of the inning here. And unfortunately for the Crimson, that's not meant to be.
Well, and both Fisher and Kilzer were there.
Yep.
And I think a little miscommunication, and Fisher ran it a little bit. It falls in behind him. That'll be the first error of the game against the Crimson. Johnny Ankerfeld will come in with runners at the corners and one out.
Yeah, John looking for his first hit of the season. Be a great time for it to happen.
This one foul will get out of play over by the truck. Fortunately, we have the glass insurance all paid up.
You crack me up, Young.
Third different batter in this spot for the Cardinals. This one rolled to first, tag the bag, get the out, but Novak comes home, and this game will go to a 7th inning.
Well, Cardinals did what they needed to do to keep the game alive, and they got that extra run here in the bottom half of the 6th to keep moving forward here.
We'll see if we'll see Ankerfeld on the mound. And now Jacob Powell. Walked and scored the Cardinals' first run back in the 3rd inning. Had a stolen base in there as well. Quickly ahead in the count, 2-0. This one skied wide of first base. Gerber tracking, and that one kind of drifted back on him. It'll fall harmlessly into the grass. It's 2-1. Powell, another opportunity here, 2-1. Has Lee at second base, 2 away. Lays off a pitch that ends up outside, 3-1. Fastball swung on and missed. And a full count. Fastball in, called third strike. But Coon Rapids gets one. Make sure that we go a full 7 innings. Maple Grove leads 11-2 as we head to the 7th on CTN.
Wash hands now. Wash hands now. Wash hands now. Wash hands now.
Hand washing is one of the best ways to stay healthy all year long.
Owen, when you came into my life, it was a whirlwind.
I just can't do it.
We didn't know what the future would hold, but we knew you would always be a part of it. Adopting you was the best decision in our life. And I'm so proud to call you my son.
A windy but nice looking afternoon.
Yeah, pretty comfortable.
Unfortunately, things have not gone as hoped for the Cardinals. Mark Manders will take over on the mound. So it looks like Powell will take over at short. Zach Novak will move over to short, and John Ankerfeld will take over at second. Coon Rapids able to push the 1 run across in the bottom of the 6th inning and keep from getting a 10-run mercy rule. But that also gives this very strong Maple Grove offense another opportunity to get to the dish.
Yeah, it does. It does. And, the Cardinals able to keep themselves alive, but still trailing by 9.
First baseman Hunter Gerber, the only one not to bat in the 6th for Maple Grove, will lead off here in the 7th. And a fastball in for a called strike. 0-1. And now 0-2.
Mander's looking for a quick inning here on the mound and get his guys back to the plate, see what they can do after with trailing by 9. So that is a tall road to hoe.
This one right back up the middle past a diving Ankerfeld. Came in at second. Leadoff single. Second hit of the afternoon for Gerber. I'll bring up the catcher, Mason South.
Ethan Zimmerman running over at first.
Mason South, the catcher, has reached base 3 times. 1 for 2 with a couple of walks. His courtesy runner has crossed the plate twice. Manders throwing nothing but strikes so far. Fastball is inside, evens the count 1-1. Up and in, 2-1.
Pushed him back a little bit off the plate. See, as soon as you said he was throwing nothing but strikes, he throws 2 balls.
This one foul. Nearly taking out the third base coach. 2-2. South fouls it back. We'll try again at 2-2. And now a full count. South making Manders work. Get another look at a full count pitch.
He does a nice job of just, again, getting a piece of it, making sure that he continues his plate appearance here.
Getting his money's worth from this at bat. This will be the 9th pitch. This one fouled, not a play. We're still not done with this AB. Just barely fouled down the line. Pitch number 11 for South.
Oh my God.
And we're still not done.
He's just, again, keeping his bat at live, but not being able to straighten out those pitches and putting him down foul on third baseline.
This one to left will fall in. So after all of that, he does get a single, his second hit of the ball game.
And that's a good at bat.
Great at bat.
Yeah.
12 pitches and leads to a base knock.
16 re-enter. 6 re-enter for 16.
Cole Newell back at first. He's the runner.
Gonna bring up Mason McMahon. So he wasn't quite done. They do re-enter him. Takes a pitch for a strike. McMahon 2 for 3, a single, a double, a walk.
Whoa!
Up and in, 1-1. Fastball fouled back out of play. 1-2. Back-to-back singles to start the inning for Maple Grove, trying to tag on some additional runs. They lead 11-2.
That pitch didn't miss by much.
2-2. This one grounded through the hole on the left side. And it's 3 straight singles. The base is loaded with nobody out here in the top of the 7th.
And not the start Manders wanted here. Luke Schneider is the hitter.
Was on running earlier, I believe. I believe he was the courtesy runner for McMahon in one of the earlier innings when he was still pitching. But his first at bat. 1-1. Goes down and chops that one foul.
Hey, you're on it.
Manders and the Cardinals need an out. Corner infielders in on the grass. Schneider got that one in on the hands and fouled it back.
1-2 here in this situation. Manders certainly needs an out. Because there's a goose egg in the out column right here in the top of the 7th. Base is full of crimson.
This one shot back to the mound. Manders got it off the end of his glove, flips to third, and did get the out. So Schneider will reach on a fielder's choice. And it was a good effort after it kind of skipped off the end of his glove. It was a good effort to get anything out of it. A run does score. But avoids it becoming an error. That'll bring up Brian O'Dwyer, now pitching. Runners at first and second, 1 out. This one foul and drifting and will just get over the fence down the first baseline. One and one. to O'Dwyer. Swung on and missed.
Nice fastball from Manders there to get strike number 2.
Called third strike. Big second out for
huge.
Manders. A look at it, he kind of backed away, thought it was inside, but he gets rung up by the umpire. Viten's first pitch hit toward the gap in right center. Lead runner Newell will coast in easily. They're going to score 2 without a throw. As both runners score, it's a 2-run double for Viten's.
Yeah, he got a hold of that pitch and drilled it to that deep part of right center field.
Back to the top of the order, Tanner Dahlbeck. First pitch hit to third. White will run down the runner to get the tag and get the final out. But 3 more runs on the board for Maple Grove. They lead 15-2, going to the bottom of the 7th on CTN.
Did you know you can raise backyard chickens? But a permit is required, and there's a limit of 4 female chickens per property. No roosters or other fowl are allowed. And there are specific rules for the chicken coop and run. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
Coon Rapids would need to rock Schneider like a hurricane if they hope to get back into this one. They need 12 to tie here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Yeah, having your work cut out for you is understatement for the Cardinals.
Mark Manders, who is now pitching, will lead things off. Top of the order for the Cardinals here in the bottom of the 7th. Schneider floats that one in there to even the count 1-1. Hunter Gerber, the pitcher.
I looked at the number incorrectly. I thought that was.
I was going to say, I thought Luke Schneider was 13.
Yeah, no. I thought it was a 13, and it's a 12. My bad. I was just 1 away. That goes to 11.
Oh, yeah. Gerber puts it in there for a called third strike. Does a little strut.
Jeez.
As he waits for his team to go around the horn. Jaden Kopp has 2 of the Cardinals' 5 hits, 2 more from Zach Novak. So those 2 account for 4 of the 5 hits for the Cardinals. Lays off a pitch and misses low, 1-1. This one foul and will get out of play. Again, I don't know if they're aiming for the CTN
truck.
mobile production truck, but
it hit it on the bounce. But you're right, though. The insurance is paid up.
called third strike, back-to-back strikeouts for Hunter Gerber. And that was a curveball that just froze Cobb, dropped right in. And now Zach White. White 0 for 2, was hit by a pitch back in the third inning, made it all the way over to third base, but left stranded there. First pitch fouled to the backstop.
Kelly almost got it.
Well, she has got the most dangerous spot. This one hit well to center, but kills her in good position, comes in, makes the catch, and that is a ball game.
It really was Cardinals weren't in this game from the jump. They lose this one 14-2. Maple Grove will move to 13-2 on the season. The Cardinals will drop to 5-12 as they've got a game tomorrow. They go up to Duluth East tomorrow and play, and then they close next week with a couple of road games before they start their section playoffs June 1.
Well, and we've talked about it all season long, just the struggles in the field, and they showed themselves right away. The very first hitter reaches on an error, and it leads to 4 unearned runs in the top of the first inning.
Kills you.
Coon Rapids never able to recover. They got one back in the bottom of the third, but then Maple Grove gets a 3-run home run in the top of the fourth. And then, Coon Rapids scrapes another one across in the bottom of the sixth to at least make them play a 7th inning. But the Crimson, again, come out and put up a crooked number in the top of the 7th. And they walk out of here with a 14-2 win, their 8th straight victory. And they've put up double digits 5 times in that 8-game win streak.
Yeah, very impressive. Very impressive squad. And as you mentioned, the 8 in a row is very impressive as well. And the Cardinals will regroup and head to Duluth.
And for us, it's the final regular season effort of the spring. We will get to see some playoff softball and baseball in the future, starting with the softball playoffs, which begin next Wednesday. But that is going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final score, Maple Grove 14, Coon Rapids 2. Want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young. Say good night.